And welcome to Game 2 of the SAR Kushner doubleheader. JV basketball defeated Kushner 66-17. Varsity is about to play their game. I'm here with Rabbi Jeff Ney of Teaneck, New Jersey, a rookie teacher at SAR High School, but not a rookie in experience. Here with Zach Cocker from Great Neck, New York, who also just did the JV basketball announcing live stream with a wonderful sidekick in Josh Hyman and another sidekick in Josh Morris. Zach, how'd they treat you there, those two boys, those juniors?
They treated me good.
Yeah? All right. Kushner wins a tip. Kushner gets 25. 25 gets it to their wing. Number 13 takes the first shot. It looks like Zach Dietz might have gotten a finger on it. Dietz gets the rebound, gets to Judah Oppenheimer. Judah Oppenheimer's bringing up court. Ellie Jesselson starting with him. Zach Dietz, Drew Greenbaum, and Amichai Citron. Drew passed it over to Judah, missed three from top of the key. Rebound by Ellie Jesselson, a major hustler. Gets it to Judah. Judah surveys the court. Gets it to Ellie Jesselson, top of the key, to Judah at the side. Judah Oppenheimer looks for a play. Amichai Citron, top of the key, gets it to the other side of the court to Drew Greenbaum. Drew, number 23, gets it to Jesselson, number 11. SAR starting two juniors and three seniors tonight. We got the ball to Judah Oppenheimer, 31. Jeff Ney, what do you think SAR needs to do to win this game?
You know, they started off a little bit aggressive and wild. They started passing the ball around, got off a good shot. I think as long as they make good decisions, limit the turnovers. I remember last time we were together, there was a lot of turnovers. Bad shot selection, could have two good shots in a row. They keep up the good shots. Definitely have a good shot, play some good defense. I think we should be okay.
Drew Greenbaum just missed that. It was a nice running shot that he had, and before the Amichai Citron missed the layup. Also a nice move. Zach, how's your freshman year treating you? Give me some details.
It's been good.
Where'd you go to middle school?
I went to Hartora.
Bible Mountain.
Bible Mountain.
Here we go. Kushner has the ball. Kushner brings it up court. 25 is posting up on Drew Greenbaum with a height mismatch and makes the basket. And 25 for Kushner's name is Gabe Plotzker. I've heard of him before. He's a nice player. 2-0 Kushner. Timeout call by Coach Rafi Halpert. And SAR is down 2 with 6:42 to go in the first. So SAR is 6-3. They've had a season with a lot of ups and a couple downs. They had huge wins, including a home win against defending champion Magen David that was highly unexpected. And they had a very big road win against Heschel where it was tied, and on the buzzer, Drew Greenbaum shooting a three was fouled by Heschel. Not only did he make the first, not only did he make the second, but he made the three to add insult to injury. And SAR won that game 43-40. With tonight's game, SAR is 6-3. Their three losses are 2 to Frisch, and on Monday night they lost at Hafter, a very tough game. Judah Oppenheimer was on fire with 15 points in the second quarter, but Hafter's talent overwhelmed SAR in the end. So here we go. We're now in the third quarter part of the season. 9 games down, 5 to go. Rabbi Ney, what do you think about this team? What do you think from the impressions you've seen so far this season?
I think when they play together well as a team and have good fundamentals, they do very well. I think it would be important to also to make sure that they, I feel like sometimes they get down a little bit. They get overwhelmed when they're down. Good, smart passing. Take the emotion out of it and just put the ball on the floor, break the press, set up, slow down a little bit, set up the offense. Is that Judah directing traffic?
Always.
Judah
passed up an open shot. Kushner scored on a play by Garber, so Kushner's up 4-0, 6:06 to go in the first quarter.
Looks like we're going to wait for the right shot.
Right.
Without a shot clock, why not?
Slightly sloppy opening in the sense that our defense gave up 2 baskets pretty early. Here we go. Shot was passed by Drew. Justice, a nice pass inside to Zach Dietz. Shoots, gets it out to Judah. Judah top of the 3. That's an easy shot. Ooh, not an easy shot for anyone, but for him, he makes that. Rebound by Amichai Citron, number 14.
The defender came out of nowhere to contest that shot.
I got to tell you, Kushner might not have a record that is as strong as SAR's. 4-3 is pretty solid, but they're playing hard, man.
They are. They look like they're real hustlers. Looks
Zach,
like they're not going to be intimidated being an away game. They're going to keep playing hard.
Yep. Zach, what is your impression of SAR this season? Have you watched games yet from JV to varsity, girls basketball?
That SAR seems to have a very strong basketball program. And
Moshe Wolf, big rebound, yes.
And also I've heard from my friend who's on the team, Jason Zucker, that Judah Oppenheimer is one of the best players in the league.
Judah Oppenheimer is actually 3rd in the country in scoring among Jewish day school players with 22.1 points a game.
Number one in Yeshiva Fantasy, like I like to say.
If I had a franchise keeper league, he'd be my #1 pick.
Except he's a senior.
He is. All right, we have Drew being posted up. Kushner missed layup. Rebound by Moshe Wolf. Moshe gets to his outlet. Judah Oppenheimer, number 31. Judah brings it up. He gets it to Zach Dietz. What a pass. Zach finishes. SAR is down 4-2. Judah Oppenheimer brings this field vision, this court vision, this ability to see spacing, unlike any point guard we've had in a long time. It's very impressive to see.
He's definitely a good general out there, controlling every aspect of the game for SAR.
And even just that play, he tipped it to Drew. He's a point guard who's able to get down low and dirty on the defensive boards. Drew gets to Ellie Justice, and Ellie passes up a 3, drives to the basket. He gets it over to Zach Dietz. Zach Dietz to Judah Oppenheimer, top of the key. 3-point shot, you bet. SAR is now up 5-4 on beautiful passing. Their passing tonight is pinpoint and really, really selfless.
They can keep that going. I think they have a really good chance of pulling this one out.
So we have Kushner now being pressured by Drew and Ellie Jesselson, two of the top perimeter defenders you'll see in this league.
They're moving around really well. Wow.
Ellie gets his hands in the court. 3-on-1. Ooh. Drew got hit to Judah. No room. Judah turns it over, but wasn't his fault exactly. Hopefully Drew Greenbaum's okay.
Looks a little rocked, a little slow to get up.
And looking at the stands, I see the Oppenheimer family, the Jesselson family. I see the Bluesteins, the Hellers, the Wolves. We have a nice crowd here tonight taking on Wednesday night basketball. The Hymans.
Wednesday night basketball. I think it's on ESPN.
It is. It is. Replayed at 2 in the morning for those who miss it.
Kushner brings it up on ESPN 17, 2 in the morning.
Moshe Wolf is being posted up. It was a bad pass off SAR, however. And now it's Kushner ball. 3:41 to go in the first.
It's good defense.
5-4.
They looked sloppy early. They definitely turned it around. Haven't let up a point in a long time. Hustling, playing good defense.
Absolutely. Kushner with the
look at that help down low.
He is a strong player. 25 for Kushner's name is Gabe Plotzker, and he's been a presence already with 4 points. 6'5" Kushner, 3:28 to go in the first. Looking at the SAR team, we know that Drew Oppenheimer is going to play as close to 32 minutes as possible. Drew Greenbaum is going to play as close to 32 minutes as possible. Dietz, Jesselson, and Citron will probably be rotated by Leo Heller, who's coming in. Aaron Bluestein is in the game. And occasionally minutes from some other players. But Rafi Halper tries to keep his rotation fresh with subbing every couple minutes and making sure his top dogs are available for the fourth quarter.
Very smart. They play a fast-paced game. They had to make sure they got their legs in the fourth.
Dietz to Moshe Wolf. Moshe Wolf, Judah Oppenheimer, top of the key. Judah feigns shooting. Feign, F-E-I-G-N. It's a vocabulary word, but he shoots it this time, and you bet. Judah Oppenheimer knows how to make buckets. And I'm not talking about the physical bucket. Pass to 24 for Kushner, fake shot.
That is steps over there. That's right. Good call by the referee. There was lots of movement on it, shuffling on the feet.
That was a bigger travel than Marco Polo's expedition.
Hey, there you go. That was a bigger travel than my drive home in the storm on that Thursday night.
What was that, 3.5 hours?
5.5 hours.
5.5 hours and not a single drink of water with you, right?
Oh, my gosh. There was no water, no food. Just a lot of angry commuters.
Yeah. Judah seamlessly breaks the press.
Bluestein gets great
shot. Goes in. Nice bounce. Aaron Bluestein with his first buckets on the night. SAR is leading 10-6, 2:42 to go in this first quarter. Zach, who's your favorite basketball team in the NBA?
The Knicks.
The Knicks. Who's your favorite player?
I don't know. The young team.
I think Zach told me Porzingis one time, right, Zach? You fan of Porzingis? Okay.
Maybe Tim Hardaway Jr. I grew up with Tim Hardaway Sr. down in Miami.
That's right. I remember those beautiful Orlando jerseys.
Orlando.
Remember it was Tim Hardaway and Penny Hardaway with the little star in the Orlando?
That was Penny Hardaway, not Tim.
Tim Hardaway with the crossover in Miami against Penny Hardaway in Orlando.
Against them, yes. I thought you meant teammates.
Oh no, that would have been quite a backcourt.
Wow. Gets to Drew Greenbaum. Drew Greenbaum brings it up.
And imagine young Shaq as a center.
And Drew Greenbaum is actually replacing Judah at the point as Judah takes a minute sub. And Leo Heller tips it. It's going to Moshe Wolf, looking opposite to Ellie Jesselson at the corner. Jesselson's open. The ball doesn't go to him. Leo Heller wants the ball on the weak side, and he is wide open. It's a matter of him seeing the opposite. Gets to Moshe Wolf, top of the key to Leo Heller, down to Drew Greenbaum at the corner. Drew feigns shooting, gets to Aaron Bluestein, top of the key. Aaron Bluestein gets to Moshe Wolf. They are passing very nicely, and he gets blocked. Shot blocked. We got a foul on the court.
Ill-advised shot, fadeaway three is never what we're looking for.
Those don't tend to go in.
Those do not tend to go in. He was feeling it, you know. If Leo's feeling it, I'm with him.
But they do tend to draw fouls near the end of the game.
True. Zach, if you had to give a shout-out to an SAR teacher watching tonight, which teacher of yours would you give a shout-out to?
Rabbi Block.
Hey, Rabbi Block. Hope you're watching. 3-point shot by Drew Greenbaum off the inbounds was a beautiful, beautiful hit. 13-6 SAR. The score on the live stream's incorrect. It's actually
they're
13-6.
fixing it. They fixed it.
And they're fixing it. Okay. That's my sidekick over here, Josh Lewis, and, of course, none other than Ian Fuller from Great Neck. This is a Great Neck crew.
Ian Fuller is not only from Great Neck. Ian Fuller is from the daily morning Misiat Yesharim Chabura that we have right here at SAR.
I love when you talk Hebrew.
That's right, baby.
Is that Aramaic or Hebrew?
That is Hebrew.
So Rabbi Ney, for those of you who don't know, is our director of Torah guidance. He has a chabura every morning. For those who don't know what that is, that's like a morning learning session.
Morning learning, that's right. We have a little breakfast Beit Midrash, a little good musar to have a little introspection, start the day the right way with a little Torah heading into class. The beautiful thing about our SAR students is so many of them are always looking for learning opportunities outside the classroom, and it's a real joy to be able to provide that for them.
That's a really nice commentary on SAR. Rabbi Ney is in his first year here after 4 years at Hebrew Academy Miami Beach, located on Prairie Avenue. I don't know, is that right?
It's on Pine Tree.
Pine Tree, not bad, right?
But it's not far from Prairie. Not far from Prairie.
And
temperature a little bit different this time of year.
Growing up in South Florida, Hebrew Academy was my rival.
That's right.
As a Hillel Hurricane. Now the Lions.
Big rivalry. That's right. Big rivalry game.
What was the Har Torah nickname, Zach?
Well, the basketball team. I think they're the Hornets.
Hornets. Har Torah Hornets. Alliterative, just like SAR
say. That's a good alliteration.
SAR is back in the court with Moshe Wolf at the 5, Aaron Bluestein at the 4, 3-guard lineup with Judah Oppenheimer, Ellie Jesselson, and Drew Greenbaum.
Looks like Coach Halpert is trying to get some minutes also. Oh, nope, off the court.
Takes him out, you know.
That's right. Back in the day, listen, Coach Halpert was quite a player himself.
But his eligibility has expired.
His eligibility just by a couple of years. It's a nice kick out.
He did not redshirt for 18 years. So we have a rebound by Judah Oppenheimer. Judah, as a rebounder, reminds me of Russell Westbrook. He has no problem getting 10 boards a game.
Coach Halpert was once upon a time the Danny Almonte of the Yeshiva League. If that reference is lost on you, Mr. Courtney.
No, come on, Little League World Series.
That's right. Judah, how old was he? 17?
He may have been 30. Judah, what a pass to Aaron Bluestein. Aaron Bluestein finishes, and Aaron Bluestein might owe Judah lunch for the points he's getting off Judah's dimes.
Yeah, I'm sensing some Gabbies tomorrow, maybe a Cedarhurst.
If you ask me, it's
beginning to open
it up. It's a Bendito grilled chicken burrito. We got a 3-point shot by Kushner is missed. Rebound by Moshe Wolf. Moshe Wolf gets to his outlet. Judah Oppenheimer. Judah's looking at the court. Sees Ellie Jesselson on the side. Ellie fakes shooting. He drives the basket. Gets a shot.
Uses his
what
body
a
very
nice
well.
finish. Ellie Jesselson from Yonkers.
And Judah made that play happen, tipping the ball again from Moshe Wolf.
Drew Greenbaum just dove into the bench, riled him up because he is hustling every second he's on that court.
Speaking about your connection with Oppenheimer to Russell Westbrook and the way he gets his rebounds, that was a big part of Russell Westbrook's record-breaking season for the number of triple-doubles as he broke Oscar Robinson's record.
Zach, if we kept statistics, it's possible Judah has a few triple-doubles this year, but we don't keep statistics beyond points.
Ooh, lucky the pass didn't get picked off.
Kushner going baseline, gets it inside to number 2. That is a first quarter violation. Not a shot clock violation, a first quarter violation.
You know, SAR ending the quarter on a 17-2 run.
Very, very good point. So it's an auspicious beginning for the Sting.
An auspicious beginning. Good passing, great hustling.
Hopefully it's a harbinger for things to come.
That's right. 7-3 is a very legitimate record. What would we be if we had 7-3 as our record?
If we're in 7-3, I'm sure we'd be in top 3 in the conference, is my guess. Right now, looking at the standings, Zach, tell us.
We're SAR is 6-3, and they are 3rd in the Western Division. Well, in their conference. So
we have the tiebreaker over Heschel or not?
We beat them once. We're playing them one more time at SAR Sting Night Live.
So if we win this game, Sting Night Live, what day is that for our
Thursday
listeners?
night, January 31st.
Thursday night, January 31st. Everyone should make it out to Sting Night Live. You don't want to miss it.
Except for my JV basketball team will be in Florida.
Ooh,
Josh Hyman just flipped his eyelids at me.
Josh Hyman. You heard him on commentary earlier. Now you get to watch him play. It's a Josh Hyman kind of night.
So SAR is right now 6-3. The leader in the Western Conference is TABC at 7-2. And who are the 2 losses against? SAR Sting. Heschel's at 7-3.
So we have the tiebreaker with 2 teams ahead of us.
Frisch is 5-3, which is kind of confounding because they looked indomitable the night we lost to them.
Oh my God!
2 weeks ago, by now.
Oh my God! Those big men.
They were ferocious.
Big men. Shot like guards, played inside like big men, hustled. Oh, they were.
Shmuley Coates remind me of Ben Coates for those who remember the tight end for the New England Patriots.
That's Ben Coates.
All right, we have Zach Dietz in the game. Yep, Judah Oppenheimer, Amichai Citron starting centers back, Aaron Bluestein and Drew Greenbaum. These are 5 of the 7 rotation players, along with people that are not in the game. Judah 3, of course, along with Leo Heller and along with Ellie Jesselson, those are the 7 players we've seen tonight so far. SCR now has a 20-6 lead, and it is growing by the minute.
Mr. Courtney, I'm getting a piece of breaking news. Hold on. Judah Oppenheimer is very good at basketball. He can shoot the ball very. Oh,
that was a nice 3 by Kushner. That's number 12, Jake Indick. And in JV, we beat them just the game before. They had a player named Indick who shot 3s too. Maybe it runs the family. Clearly it does.
Silly foul by Kushner.
That was silly. Right now it's 20-9. SIR's up 11. 7:21 to go in the second. If I were to make a deduction on how this game is going to go, I think SCR is going to win by at least 10. But we'll see. I don't want to be bad luck.
SAR is not having any problems at all breaking the press. If they can keep that up, it's going to be a long night for Kushner.
All right, not a great pass by Drew, but Judah recovers it, gets to Amichai. Amichai and Drew need to space out a little more. They're very much together in the corner. Drew may have just stepped out. We got a call. Aaron Bluestein has the ball, gets Judah Oppenheimer. Judah Oppenheimer is slowing down a little bit to see what he has. Aaron Bluestein's coming up to set a screen. Pick to the right. Screen. That's definitely an offensive foul. Aaron Bluestein, just those who don't know Yeshiva League rules, you cannot come right up to the guy and set a pick. You have to give 1 foot of space so that the guy in defense can recover. He cannot be run right into, and that was an easy call for the referee.
It's good to know. I didn't know that. See, to a newbie like me, it looked like a good screen.
We have Kushner. Fouls called on Zach Dietz.
Good take inside.
You know, one of these referees is Ed Mills, and he's a legendary referee in Yeshiva League basketball. He's the head of all the referees, actually, Zach, and he's someone to get to know.
Ed Mills.
Kushner is the ball, number 25, takes a shot. It's a miss. Rebound by Drew Greenbaum. 25 for Kushner is, of course, none other than Gabe Plotzker, who has 4 of Kushner 9 points.
We were talking before the game how Gabe has this very interesting release.
He does.
He looks like he releases the ball on the way down from his jump, which would appear to add a degree of difficulty to his shooting.
You know, it's nice to see former players in the crowd. I see SCR legend Daniel Oppenheimer in the crowd, Judah's older brother. I see the younger brother, Tyler Jesselson, in the crowd.
Great defense, trailing, wow.
I see Shelby Greenbaum in the crowd, Drew's older sister, who was a 3-sports superstar between 2005 and 2009.
That's very impressive. Mr. Courtney knows his SAR superstars.
I know my history. She was a star in volleyball and in hockey and in soccer.
Wow, very impressive. Look at all the sports we have here at SAR. So many opportunities.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to the last play on defense. Who was that trailing the fast break? Got a stop on the other side. I don't remember, but
it was like yesterday morning.
I think it was Amichai.
Amichai Citron? Thank you, Zach. Defense. That was good, helpful information for us, yeah.
Thank you, Zach.
Aaron Bluestein's in the break, 1 and 2. He slows down, gets the Drew
Very
Greenbaum on the side.
smart basketball, very smart basketball.
Judah Oppenheimer, he is looking at that shot. He could have had it, probably would have made it, but he's taking his time.
Yes. Judah's a real floor general out there. He's always looking for the right play, whether it's a shot, whether it's a pass.
And that's another 3. That might be Judah's 4th 3.
Yeah, it's 4th 3 of the night.
I don't think he's missed a 3 yet.
He missed a couple earlier in the game.
I think he missed a pull-up. I remember he missed a pull-up towards the top of the key.
Right.
That was not a 3.
It's now 23-9 with 5:30 to go in the second. SCR seems to be pulling away. Interesting aside is we have the coaches here for Varsity MTA and Varsity JC at the top of the roof watching and videoing. This live stream don't come for free.
Got a little scouting going on. What are the names of these coaches, Mr. Courtney?
It's Avi Bornstein, who was actually a Tony Award winner.
Tony Award winner.
And that is Shlomo Weisberg. That is Shlomo. It's actually Josh Morris's first cousin.
Oh.
He's the backwards blue hat. And I see Scott Greenbaum over there. Scott, wearing the brown jacket.
Any Morris cousin is a friend of ours. The Morrises are fine.
They are today among our people. Midst.
For those listening, if any Teaneck residents are there, the Ney family had the opportunity to spend the entire Shabbat at the Morrises. We had such a nice time, we didn't leave till after Shabbat ended.
It's not a nice sign.
Not a nice sign.
Isn't that a nice sign?
Oh, yes, it is a very nice sign. I was throwing off there for a second. Oh, man, just a blast. The SAR community, Teaneck, Riverdale, Manhattan, Stanford,
Queens,
Scottsdale. Zach, where's Zach from? Zach, tell us where you're from.
I'm from Great Neck.
Zach comes all the way from Great Neck. SAR is represented by just about every community within an hour plus in the tri-state area and beyond.
And if you ask someone for Great Neck, they'll say, oh, we're only 20 minutes from the city, but we know there's always traffic, right, Zach?
20 minutes from the city if they have an airplane or helicopter.
Oh, yeah. No traffic, like 39 minutes.
There you go.
As a matter of fact, all three SAR kids from Great Neck here are here in attendance to this game. One of them, Jason Zucker, is on the team.
You're absolutely right with Ian Fuller doing the techno.
That's right.
Technical.
While we're on the topic of communication, to give a shout out to our very own Dr. Tammy Jacobowitz, the head of the Tanakh department, who had the brilliant idea to have an app. You ready for this? It links your alarm clock to your Waze so that your alarm clock goes off depending on how much traffic you will have in your morning commute. So, for example, if there's a lot of traffic, it'll wake you up early. If no traffic, it'll wake you up a bit later.
And she's developing that?
I don't think she's developing so much as wishing, hoping.
Oh, in and out. Amichai Citron got fouled hard. You know, the nice thing about this game tonight for SAR is that if they develop a big enough lead, we might see some players that haven't played as many minutes this year but are worthy of playing some minutes. But sometimes in close games, you have to cut down the rotation to about 7 or 8. So maybe we'll see some guys in the court that haven't seen as many minutes, like Jason Zucker from Great Neck, right? Zach, you want to see him on the court?
Yeah.
It would be nice to see them on the court. These boys practice so hard. They're so committed to the team. It would be nice to see them get some rewarded. Get a reward with some playing time.
Absolutely. SAR gets the offensive rebound off of Amichai Citron miss. Drew Greenbaum has the ball. Drew Greenbaum gets it to Drew Oppenheimer. Oppie is surveying. He calls a play, or he calls a spin move with his finger. Gets it to Drew. Oppie goes inside to the corner. He's probably doing an X play against the other corner, but Kushner read it like a safer. Amichai Citron at the top of the key. Nice drive. Floater. That's a miss. And rebound by Kushner. Kushner's going to look for numbers and a break.
Judah knew what they were going to do, just couldn't get there in time.
Correct miss. Amichai Citron gets the rebound. Judah has 2 on 3.
Doesn't have numbers
for numbers, but he knows what to do. He knows a pull it back. Gets it to Drew for wide open 3. If I had to guess, it's a miss, but it was a nice shot.
It was a nice shot. It was a good pass. Can't all fall. They just can't all fall.
4:10 to go in the second. Moshe Wolf is going to check in as a substitute. And here we go. Gabe Plotzker, drive. Good. That was a very nice drive.
Very impressive individual effort by Gabe Plotzker.
It's 23-12 with 3:57 to go in the second. SAR is not running away with it, but
nice
they're playing very
pass
well.
down
Zach
low.
finishes. You know, if you have Judah on your team, you have to have your hands ready and ready for that layup and not freak out that the defender might be there, because you probably have a split-second head start if Judah got it to you.
Yeah, take your eyes off for 1 second. You could end up with a bloody nose there, partner.
Amen. Rebound by Aaron Bluestein. Plotzker got a nice shot, but it wasn't in. It was actually an air ball. Aaron Bluestein is a nice rebounder. One time we had a game winner in JV because he got an offensive board. Judah Oppenheimer says, I do threes like Beyonce does music.
That's right.
Is that my second Beyonce reference of the night?
That was the I don't know. I think that might have been the first one on camera, but that was definitely the second Beyonce reference of the night. You don't get a ton of those. That was good.
You know, I got to tell you, one of my kids was complaining to me about playing time tonight in a blowout, and I said to him, what did Justin Timberlake sing in 2002? He said, what? I said, Cry Me a River.
That's right. That's right. Nothing like some good old throwback Justin Timberlake music.
It's fun doing 2002 references to a kid born in 2004 who has no idea what I'm talking about. Judah Oppenheimer
has the ball. You might be the only people listening that actually got that reference.
SAR is up 28-12 with 3:15 to go. Judah gets to Zach Dietz. Zach Dietz doesn't always shoot threes, but he has a nice outside jumper. It just didn't look so nice there. Wolf had a great board, got to the Dietz. Dietz got fouled, and he hit it. The foul wasn't called, but now SAR is up 18.
Firing
calls
on
go your
all
way
cylinders. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable ball movement. Great defense. Other than the individual efforts of number 25 on Kushner, they've been shutting down the entire team.
Correct. Kushner is known as the Cobras. They're from Livingston, New Jersey. It's a relatively young high school, only about 20 years old.
That's an excellent pass.
What a pass to Zach Dietz, to Moshe Wolf. SAR's passing it so brilliantly tonight. It's really a nice sight to behold. You know, if they don't turn it over, they're getting good shots off every single time. That's what I preach to my team, Rabbi Nay. It's all about not turning it over. If you're patient, you'll get a good shot off. You might miss it, but it's all about getting a shot on every possession.
That's right, a good shot. Smart shot. That's what we've been doing.
Zach Dietz, a very smart player. He saw Bluestein cutting, but didn't think he had the angle. Got to Heller in the three-point corner instead. Judah has the ball. Judah Oppenheimer's 5 threes tonight, going for number 6. So looks good.
Soft front rim.
Judah and I had many one-on-ones back when he was younger, and he was very competitive.
For those of you that are watching, you probably can't see. Mr. Courtney is 6'5". I think now, at his full height, Judah is what, 5'10"?
5'8".
5'8".
But I'm 6'6". You don't take away an inch.
6'6". I'm not going to take away that inch. You earned that inch.
I did. 6'6", 240.
They grow them big in Florida.
You bet. Photosynthesis, water, sunshine, grow.
That's what we know. Like plants, like people.
Good call. We have 2:13 to go in the first half. And Zach, if you thought Kushner can get back into the game, what would be the thing they had to do?
Get more than Gabe in the game.
Good call. Only Gabe Plotzker is really doing some nice things. shot. That looked even off-balanced. So Zachary said that Kushner needs to get someone else in the game, and someone else shoots the 3 and scores. That's a good call.
Very impressive shot.
Very astute observation.
I'm looking for him. That was Nadav Twizer. Very
all the wiser for knowing who that player was, Nadav Twizer.
All the wiser, Nadav Twizer.
Into the lane, misses. Moshe Wolf rebound.
Patent pending.
What's that?
I said patent pending. Wiser, Nadav Twizer.
Looks like Gabe Plotzker is limping. It looks like he may have gotten hurt. He's favoring his leg.
This would not seem to be the game that he should push himself at this point for, but he is definitely favoring that looks like his left ankle.
30-15 SAR lead. Kushner's on a 3-0 run. Plotzker with the ball. Plotzker looking to make a move on Moshe Wolf. SAR is double teaming. Leo Heller had a nice strip from behind, and even though Kushner keeps possession, sends a message: we're here to play defense and not let you get into the lane easily.
They've been doing a great job the last couple of possessions preventing him from getting off inside.
Jordan Hammerman's walking by. Hello, Jordan. Junior from Riverdale now. Used to live in New Rochelle. All right, 15 back. Is that Twizer? Gets it to Plotzker. Plotzker with the top of the free throw line area jumper. It's a miss. Rebound by Kushner. SAR's fighting for those boards, but Kushner's hands are a little bit stronger here.
Number
nice
15,
block shot.
Kobe Garber.
Moshe Wolf sent that shot to Netherlands. That was a Hassan Whiteside-esque block shot.
That's right. What do you think of those new Vice jerseys, the pink ones?
They can wear whatever the color they want as long as they're winning.
That's right.
But they're not. So
I was going to say, but they're not.
Joseph Gross checks in the game. Joseph Gross is from Queens, so Zach, that's not so far away from you.
No, it's not.
Here we go. Kushner with the rebound. They have numbers. Gets it out to the court. Oh, 24. Wisely decides to hold on to it. That's thrown out of bounds. A little Cam Newton-esque with that pass.
A little Cam Newton-esque.
We send the refuah shlema wishes to Cam Newton for shoulder injury. He's going to be shut down the next 2 games, coming off a 6-game losing streak.
Yes, and let us take the opportunity to wish best of luck to everyone in their fantasy championship games this weekend.
And everybody is referring to fantasy football, not basketball, for those purists.
Yes, fantasy football. I am not one of those.
So it's now, sorry, Zach.
Speaking about fantasy football, I saw this Instagram post that was speaking about how he had this team that would average 140 points a week.
Yeah.
But then in week 15, it only got 29 points.
He must have had a lot of injured players, no?
Tyreek Hill, Keenan Allen,
they were
like
shut down.
Jameis Winston.
Wow. That was a Drew Greenbaum rainbow 3 with a beautiful arc to extend the SAR lead to 18. That was a push.
That looked like an offensive foul over there.
It could have been called, but it wasn't.
With the elbow.
Kushner is now ahead 33-15, 15 seconds to go. Kushner's behind 33-15. Excuse me, it's been a long day.
Yeah, 10 seconds in the second quarter.
Nice block, Drew.
Wow.
Kushner rebound.
Mr. Courtney, it's going to be a pleasure to say on air. I'm going to have to head home.
Nah, it's too early.
Oh, man. I got it. What time is it?
9:08.
Yeah, I think I got to get home. Zach, it's been a pleasure. Mr. Courtney.
It's been a pleasure.
Ian,
we'll do it again sometimes.
We will do it again sometimes.
Maybe the playoffs. You never know.
It's a special pleasure and a zechut to be part of this wonderful SAR broadcast team. According
to the Nielsen rating report, we have 10 million viewers tonight.
I thought you were going to say 10. I was going to be very excited.
That's the first free throw is a swish. It's 0.2 of a second.
Is that the first free throw of the game?
Very possibly.
Wow.
No, is that? I can't remember. Seems like it's a game of beyond the layups then. 33-17, 0.2 of a second left. They can't get a shot.
Right, let's see what they're going to do.
Elder Justice on the sides doesn't want to ruin his field goal percentage.
Right, and why would he?
Why would he do it, right?
From 80 feet away, his odds are not that great.
All right, we are going to take a break right now. We'll be back for the second half, 33-17 SAR.
Let's go Sting.
Amen. What was that? No, 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 no.
Hashem ekra, v'yel Hashem eschanan. Melech Hashem, Melech Hashem ekra, v'yel Hashem eschanan. Shema Hashem v'choneni, Hashem ye oizeli. Shema Hashem v'choneni, Hashem ye oizeli. Apachtam misbiti. Hashem ekro, v'yel Hashem eschanan. Elech Hashem, Melech Hashem ekro, v'yel Hashem eschanan. Oh, Elech Hashem, Melech Hashem ekro, v'yel Hashem eschanan. Elech Hashem, Melech Hashem ekro, v'yel Hashem eschanan. Oh, Elech Hashem, Melech Hashem ekra, v'yel Hashem eschanan. Elech Hashem, Melech Hashem ekra, v'yel Hashem eschanan. Shema Hashem v'choneni, Hashem ye oizeli. Shema Hashem v'choneni, Hashem ye oizeli. Apachtam misbiti, di, 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 di. Lemalem machili, li, 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 li. Apachtam misbiti, di, 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 di. Lemalem machili, li, 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 li. Apachtam misbiti, di, 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 di. Lemalem machili, li, 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 li. Apachtam misbiti, di, 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 di. Lemalem
Michael Courtney back here with Zachary Calker here, a freshman from Great Neck, New York. SAR is leading 33-17. For those of you just tuning into the live stream, SAR is up 16 points off that 5 Judah Oppenheimer threes. He's playing dominatingly on offense. SAR was down slightly a couple points early on, came back and hasn't relinquished the lead. So, Zach, what's the key to the second half? What do you think SAR needs to do to maintain this lead and leave here with a W?
I think that they need to feed Oppenheimer a little bit more, but also spread the ball around and just slow the game down.
Okay, let's see if they do it. Let's see if they follow through on your words of wisdom. Ellie Jesselson with the ball. Ellie Jesselson gets it to the side to Zach Dietz. Zach Dietz gets it to the top of the key to Judah Oppenheimer. Judah gets it to Zach Dietz. Zach doesn't do a shot there. Gets to Judah. Three-pointer. Buckets. And you know what? It might not be raining outside, but it's raining inside. Judah Oppenheimer rains these threes with ease, seemingly. So it's not easy to make a three.
3 of the night. His trade percentage is comparable to those of Stephen Curry and James Harden, one of the NBA's top premier shooters.
If I had to guess, Judah's probably shooting 75% from 3 tonight, maybe 6 for 8, and I think they would be envious of that, huh? That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we have Kushner, number 4, is at the free throw line. Number 4 is named.
Number 4 is Ethan Waiter.
Ethan Waiter, probably from New Jersey somewhere, because Livingston's further south of New Jersey. SAR starting lineup is comprised here of Ellie Jesselson from Yonkers, Amichai Citron from New Jersey, and Judah Oppenheimer from Scarsdale, Zach Dietz from New Rochelle, and Drew Greenbaum from Scarsdale. Rebound, Amichai Citron gets to Judah Oppenheimer. Judah looking far to Zach Dietz. What a throw! A little ahead of him, slightly ahead. It was a nice look. Dietz couldn't catch up to it. SAR still up by 19, 7:14 to go in the third quarter. And Kushner, what's up?
Coach's name.
What?
Coach's name.
Rafi Halpert.
Coach Helper wasn't too happy with that pass by Oppenheimer back there.
Sometimes the execution doesn't happen and turnover is unnecessary, but I thought it was a nice look, though. He was open.
Josh Shapiro steps to the line.
Shooting 2. Yeah, I don't think SAR's gone to the line much at all tonight. They are making their threes, though, so they're hitting it from the outside. Shapiro makes it to go 36-18. It's an 18-point deficit for Kushner, 18-point lead for SAR. Salanter Akiba Riverdale. Zach, you're aware of the abbreviation?
Mm-hmm.
Rebound by Kushner, Gabe Plotzker, a big boy. Takes a shot, missed, bank shot. Judah gets the rebound. Judah had quite a few rebounds tonight. Judah surveying the court, slows down, looks at Justice in the wing, gets to the other wing to Drew Greenbaum. Drew Greenbaum gets to Zach Dietz on the side. Dietz looking for a guy inside to pass to. No one's available. Gets it outside to Amichai Citron. Citron back to Dietz. Dietz has the ball. Looking for a top of the key. Justice to Judah Oppenheimer and Drew. Wide open 3. It's up and it's no good. Rebound by Zach Dietz. Zach Dietz loses the ball, but SAR gets it back. Oppenheimer, mid-range jumper, miss. Rebound by number 3, Shapiro. Foul by Drew Greenbaum. Drew did not need to reach him for that. Those are easy calls for the referees. So we have a 36-18 game. 6:30 to go in the third. Rafi Halper calls timeout. SAR is still holding on to this lead. I'm sure Rafi Halper wants to pull away and make it like 25 points, get some bench players in there. But Kushner's hanging in. So, 6:30 to go in the third. Zach, what would you say Kushner's going to do? Do you think they're going to come back into this? What's your prediction here?
I think that SAR is going to pull away. Is gonna pull away eventually, but Kushner's gonna stick around for a couple more minutes, and then Oppenheimer's just gonna catch on fire.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I think it's gonna score like 25 points tonight at least.
Yeah. He already has like
at least 20, right?
Maybe.
So SAR is back from the timeout, up 36-18, 6:26 to go in the third quarter. Ellie Justison, a really good on-the-ball defender, is covering Shapiro like glue. Shapiro gets it over to number 15 for Kushner. Kushner, number 15's name is?
Kobe Garber.
Garber gets to 13 in the corner, being covered by Judah. Penetrates, dishes it out to number 25. 25 is Plotzker. Plotzker with a bank shot. Plotzker is a big boy, and his inside game is quite impressive. He has missed a few times, though, giving SAR opportunities to run the break. SAR is being pressed. That doesn't phase them. 36-20. Justison gets to Zach Deeds. Zach Deeds passes up the mid-range jumper, gets back to Justison. Justison's top of the key to Oppie. Judah Oppenheimer. Judah David. Gets it to Ellie Justison. Ellie Justison to Amichai Citron. Citron had an opportunity to drive, pass it up, gets to Dietz. Judah in the corner. Judah is up. And foul and one. Foul isn't called. But Judah Oppenheimer makes his buckets. Judah is on fire.
6-3 of the night, I believe.
His brother Daniel's loving it. That's at least his 7th, Zach. Block shot by Citron. Citron to Ali Justison looking for the break. Running with Dietz. Dietz is not open, so they slow it down. Rafi says no numbers. 39-20. SAR is not looking to turn it over. Looking to hang on to this game. Ali Justison top of the key. Justison looking inside. Calls one up. Zach Dietz in the wing.
Oppenheimer calling for the ball.
Judah is red hot. Citron to Justison to Oppie. Fake shot. Justison corner. 3. It's up. It's good. SAR is now up 42-20 with some stunning ball movement.
Seems that SAR lives and thrives off the 3.
Absolutely. Had at least 9 tonight. I could count 1 for Justison, 1 for Drew, in addition to 7 for Judah. Nice shot by number 13 for Kushner. Number 13 for Kushner's name is Nadav Twizer. 42-22. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Dietz catches it, gets to Justison. Justison calls a setup play because there's no reason to rush it when you're up by 20. Citron top of the key, to side to Drew. Corner, Ellie Justison fakes a shot. Nice drive and pass to Amichai Citron for the finish lefty layup. SAR is at 44-22. We are doubling their score here, Zachary. Twizer, 3, no good. Rebound. It's a nice box up by Citron. He just didn't get the board afterwards. And there's a foul here. Could be on Oppenheimer.
Seemed like he had the block there.
31, Judah Oppenheimer. When I coached Judah 3 years ago in JV, he led us to the championship game with a memorable 15-point second-half outburst at DRS, and he was only a freshman, and it was quite impressive. And we thought, just like Lady Gaga and just like Bradley Cooper, a star was born. Pop culture reference for those of you listening out there. First free throw by Plotzker is good, 44-23. Aaron Bluestein and Moshe Wolf coming into the game for Zach Dietz and Amichai Citron. So the 5 guys in the courts for SAR. 5 is the center, Moshe Wolf. The 4 is the power forward, Aaron Bluestein. And the 3 guard lineup of Drew Greenbaum, Ellie Justison, and Judah Oppenheimer. 25 Plotzker's the line, makes the second free throw. He misses it. And we got an offensive board. No, nice defensive rebound by Moshe Wolf, who's got short hands tonight. Judah Oppenheimer gets the ball to Drew Greenbaum. Drew Greenbaum brings it up. There are no numbers, so he's slowing it down to Ellie Justison, top of the key. Justison to Judah. Judah to Aaron Bluestein. Judah cuts to the basket, doesn't get the ball. Aaron looks for top of the key to Moshe Wolf. Moshe Wolf to Drew Greenbaum. Passes up the mid-range jumper, gets to Judah on the side. Judah fakes it, shoots it. You betcha. Oh, he missed it. Judah gets his own rebound. Drew Greenbaum on the side. Drew doesn't shoot it. Gets to Judah. Judah fakes a shot. Maybe he has a split second, but instead he passes it. Aaron Bluestein couldn't handle that really good pass. SAR still up 21 points. 44-23 with 3:35 to go. Kushner brings it up the court. Kushner down by 21. Looks inside. Nice play. Is he finished? No. Aaron Blueston rebound, but he throws it off Ellie Justison. Kushner's going to keep possession of the rock. That is incomplete pass.
Nice D by Offie.
Pass defense statistic. Leo Heller is coming into the game. He's checking in. We have the ball goes to 24 for Kushner. Kushner gets to Plotzker. Plotzker gets it to the side. 3-point shot. He fakes it. Gets it back inside of Plotzker. He's backing in motion. Wolf misses it. Nice defense by Wolf. Plotzker had the chance. He just missed it. We have Judah bringing it up the court. Saying goodbye to Shelby Greenbaum and Heidi Greenbaum, Drew's mom and sister. Ellie Justison has the ball. Gets to Moshe Wolf on the side. Moshe Wolf's a big man, but he's playing at the top of the key. We have Judah gets to Drew. Drew's open. He does not pass it. Gets it back to Judah. Judah going for his 8th 3-pointer of the night. And that is money. And hopefully you brought your shekels with you because you might get some money back. 47-23 SARs at 24 points. 2:35 to go in this third quarter. Kushner, number 12, takes a shot. He misses. Rebound by Judah and Justison both going for it. Justison gets it, slows it down. SARs at 24 points with only 10:24 to go in the game. Justison, Moshe Wolf, Judah Oppenheimer, Judah to Bluestein, looking for someone to pass to, gets the Greenbaum, doesn't catch in a 3-point position, gets to Justison, being guarded heavily by 24 on Kushner, to Bluestein, to Oppenheimer to Greenbaum shoots, nice rainbow arc, it's a beautiful piece of art. When things are going well for SAR, things are going well. 50-23. It's a missed shot. Judah played nice defense. He's running up the court enough offensive fast break. Judah crosses over. He makes it and won. And Judah is on fire. Looks like this guy has at least 26 points tonight.
As Renee mentioned before he left, that Oppenheimer is actually 3rd in the country for Yeshiva Day School scoring with, I believe it was 22.5 points a game, and trying to raise that average.
It's the Judah Oppenheimer show. We're all just witnesses. Judah Oppenheimer looking to complete the 3-point play. He does with ease. He's playing smooth basketball, gives SAR a 30-point lead with 1:48 to go, and I'm ready to see some substitutes. Zach, what do you think? Is it time?
Yeah. Even though it's just a 20-point lead.
30.
A 30-point lead, sorry. The scoreboard is blocking the basketball hoop is blocking my view.
So Zach says hello to Rabbi Block. Any other teachers you want to give a shout out to?
Any other teachers watching?
Any teachers watching? We welcome you to the telecast. Oppenheimer, corner, rebound. Leo Heller is in the game. Leo Heller has the ball. Leo Heller gets to Drew. Drew does not shoot. He dribbles out. Gets it over to Moshe Wolf. To Judah Oppenheimer. He's open. Is he going to shoot it? No, he doesn't. Gets it to Leo on the side. Leo gets it to Aaron Bluestein. Aaron Bluestein got fouled. Didn't call. Judah, Moshe Wolf, Drew. Look at this ball moving here, Zach. This is an exhibition. That is another 3-pointer. What a beautiful shot.
SAR extends their lead to 33 points. It is
56-23. Rebound by Bluestein to Heller. 47 seconds to go in the third period. And this is the period that we were hoping for to blow it out. I predicted SAR would win by 25 at the start of the game with my friend Daniel Oppenheimer, and we're up by 33. It's very possible. Inside to Moshe Wolf. Moshe Wolf gets the ball stolen from him. Kushner is looking for the break with 32 seconds to go. Wants to slightly reduce this deficit of theirs. Number 32 gets to 13 Twizer. 32 Kushner shoots it. Number 33, I'm sorry, I apologize. That's a miss. Rebound by Drew Greenbaum. Drew's had a very nice quarter. Drew brings it up court. 17 seconds to play in the third. Gets it up to Judah Oppenheimer at the top of the key. Judah Oppenheimer
SAR is going to hold for the last shot.
10 seconds to go. It's a good idea, right?
Yeah.
We have Judah Oppenheimer. Gets to Aaron Bluestein. Oh, gets to Drew at the corner. What a pass. Drew misses it. Moshe Wolf rebound. Bluestein on the buzzer.
As Kushner gets the buzzer beaters to end off the third quarter.
So SAR's up 58-23, Zach.
It
looks
is
like
definitely
this is
time
a blowout.
to bring in the bench.
So on the bench tonight, hopefully we'll see some players like Jordan Hammerman. Maybe we'll see Joshua Hyman. We'll see Josh Morris. Maybe we'll see Moshe Tambor. Maybe we'll see Jason Zucker. And that could be 5 bench players to give us some nice fourth quarter minutes and make them get the experience necessary to continue down the stretch. Ian Fuller, hope all is well with you. Ian Fuller is doing our technical assistance with Josh Lewis, the cameraman. Josh Lewis now in his 6th year at SAR. Josh, is that right? What year is this for you at SAR? 6th year. Next to him is Yaron Tokayer in his 4th year at SAR High School. 5th year at SAR High School as a physics teacher. This is actually his 9th year at SAR High School if you include his 4 high school years. And Yaron Tokayer is being pretty modest because snua and humility are things that he lives by. And Yaron Tokayer is one of my all-time favorite alumni who went into the Cooper Union for the advancement of science and art. Yaron's a special guest, and I thought we should bring him on board. Yaron Tokayer, SAR's up 35. What's your impression of this thing tonight? Come have a seat. You're a special guest announcer for a minute.
I'm so impressed with the team. They're really doing great, and I love seeing the kids out of class, get to see them on the court, get to see a different side of them.
Yaron Tokayer teaches mathematical physics, he teaches conceptual physics, he teaches juniors and seniors, and he's very enmeshed within the fabric of the SAR culture. Yaron is also a very talented musician, and he probably mentors a lot of kids in that instrument, huh?
Not as much as I'd like to. Color War I get to do a little bit.
Color War, for those that don't know, is actually a Maccabiah at SAR.
Sorry, you're right.
Not to be confused with Shiria at the Frisch School of Paramus, New Jersey. Yaron, who are the players on the court right now that you've taught or are currently teaching?
All right, let's see. Bluestein.
Aaron Bluestein, number 34.
Leo Heller.
Yep, 35.
Amichai Citron.
Number 14.
And those are the 3 that I've had in my classes.
Nice. If any of them have a test tomorrow, would you give them an extension based on this ridiculous blowout?
Might give them some brownie points.
Yeah.
Extra credit brownie points.
Very nice. Yaron Tokayer, always fair and balanced. So SAR is up 34, Zach. It's 7:32 to go in the 4th. Kushner is still playing hard. Got a rebound by Aaron Bluestein. He's being fierce, and he gets the foul call. SAR has really put a nice exhibition tonight, coming off a Monday night loss at Hafter that was devastating for them because they really could have made a statement, especially with Hafter's top player Jedwab out. But SCR lost, and that's okay. They're 6-3. It's a very nice season so far with 4 games to go after tonight. Looks like we'll be winning to bring it up to 7-3, 2nd place in the conference. Here we go. Zach Dietz to Leo Heller. Leo Heller, top of the key to Amichai Citron. Amichai Citron's dribbling with his left hand. That's his favorite hand. Gets it to Zach Dietz in the other wing. On top of the key to Aaron Bluestein. Aaron Bluestein's looking for a guy to throw it to. Gets to Leo Heller at the free throw line. To the side to Amichai Citron. Jump shot. No good, but it's a nice possibility there. Yaron Tokayer, you're in their 5th year at SAR High School. You got your master's at Columbia this past year, I believe, correct?
Yeah, working on the thesis, so a couple months away, unfortunately.
What is your master's degree in exactly?
It's in the philosophy of physics.
And what's your
thesis on? My thesis is on, it's about quantum mechanics, and it relates to a particular interpretation of quantum mechanics that's attributed to Hugh Everett, sometimes colorfully dubbed the many worlds interpretation.
Yaron is a direct disciple of the legendary Ronald Zamir.
A very proud disciple.
Aaron Bluestein with a nice jump. Aaron Bluestein's had a nice game tonight, filling the stat book with points, with rebounds. He is a turnover-free kind of player. Josh Bluestein, if you're watching, your brother's awesome. Danielle Bluestein, maybe you're watching too. Mazel tov on your engagement. Jason Zucker is going to check in the game number 00.
00, we got a Monstar.
That's a big boy.
It's the only other time I see 00s in the uniforms.
That's funny. He's in for Amichai Citron. He is a transfer here from TABC. And right now, SAR is up 36 points with 6:12 to go. Zach, what do you think? Should we bring in some other guys off the bench?
Yeah, definitely. When you're up by more than 30 points near the end of a game.
And Josh Hyman looks like he's going to be the next guy coming off the bench to replace Leo Heller. No, to replace Zach Dietz. Those of you at home who aren't familiar, Zach is actually short for Isaac. Isaac Dietz.
Fun fact.
So he runs from the legendary class of 2009, one of my all-time favorites in my 12 years at SAR. Shout out to Gabriel Falk and Josh Botwinick and Zev Hyatt, all the other men in the posse of Yaron Tokayer. Aminadab Grossman, Dovi Dreilich. Should I name more, or is that enough?
Oh, let's keep on going.
Who else is in this? Alex Steinberg.
Shmuel Rosenblatt, Sammy Ballin.
What a group. They were affectionately dubbed the Torah Tots.
Torah Tots.
And they were all-time favorite posse.
Alan
Joseph Gross, top of the
Glenn.
key. Aaron, hello, Alan Glenn. Where are you now, Alan Glenn?
Alan Glenn is married, living in Brooklyn.
Wow, mazel tov. That's a Jason Zucker
Right.
jump
Jason
shot.
Zucker.
Jason Zucker has worked so hard in his game. This summer I saw him at the Hustle and Heart basketball camp where I coached him for a few days. And he was so far improved from last year following his summer at Kollel. And I'm really proud of him for hitting that jump shot. We still have a few players in this game like Heller and Lucy that might come out soon for backups. What a play by Josh Hyman, but he misses it. Josh Hyman, older brother of Nitty Hyman, who had a great JV game, 12 points in the blowout against Kushner. Joseph Gross to steal to Jason Zucker, catches up for the ball. Jason Zucker gets into Aaron Lustin. Aaron Lustin slows down. 5:08 to go in the fourth quarter. SAR up by 36. Timeout by Rafi Halpert. I'm guessing Rafi's calling timeout to get some more substitutes in this game. Yaron.
Just want to show some love to 2 other students who I just had on, Jason and Josh. Very proud to see them playing.
Jason Zucker and Joshua Hyman. Very nice. SAR is very capably assistant coached by Zachary Levy, who is the SAR class of 2011. And in his senior year, SAR made a deep run all the way to the championship game before succumbing to a superior Flatbush opponent. But in that drive to the championship, SAR defeated Shelby Rosenberg of Hafter legend and Yisrael Feld of MTA legend in 2 massive road upsets. That team was led by Johnny Nolman and Zach Dicker and David Weiner. But Zach Levy was a very capable guard, and he's a very smart player, and is a very nice bench. We care about Mitos first, don't we, Yaron?
We do. That we do.
Yaron, what's your favorite sports?
My favorite sports. I love to watch and follow Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Who's your team?
My team is don't be upset with me, but I'm a Yankees boy.
That's okay with
I'm
me.
a Yankees fan.
How about you, Zach? You from
I'm
Zach,
also a
Yankees fan?
I'm a
You're not a
Yankee
Mets fan?
No.
What do you think of the Machado prospect?
I feel that it's been taking too long. And I also feel that the Mets.
You think they should have made a move earlier, you mean?
Yeah.
You know, last offseason, some of the best players were signed very late, like J.D. Martinez and Yu Darvish. And sometimes the teams are being a little stingy in the first weeks of free agency and waiting until the spring training
I think
era.
it's more of the players being too greedy. Just like this year with Le'Veon Bell not being able to play because he didn't sign. And the time that he didn't sign was probably acceptable and to be still considered eligible to play that year in MLB.
Well, it's machlokes, so maybe the players deserve more money because the ownership is pocketing so much dough from the TV contract. The players are worthy of earning more. But you can also say that maybe it comes across as greedy. That was a very nice move by Joseph Gross. Drove to the basket and won. Joseph Gross is in a junior year. When he was a sophomore, he missed the entire year with a torn ACL. He meticulously worked on rehabilitating his knee. I remember seeing him in Queens that summer, and he was very down in the dumps, but he took up a really cool hobby. He's now a DJ. And that was something he worked on throughout that summer and his sophomore year. As a freshman on my JV team, he was a superstar, including major come-from-behind wins against JEC.
Sounds like he took lemons and made lemonade.
That's a very nice analogy, everyone. Yaron took care all the way from Teaneck, New Jersey via the city net, right?
Via the city and now via back to Jersey.
Very nice. Oh, back to Jersey.
Back to Jersey.
Dirty Jersey. Here we go. Jordan Hammerman's in the game. Jordan Hammerman's a junior. So is Moshe Tambor. Moshe Tambor is from Manhattan.
Jason Zucker with the board.
Jason Zucker, Jordan Hammerman. We got some big boys out there with the rebounding abilities. Zucker to Tambor to Morris to Hammerman. Gets it up to Zucker. Zucker to Morris. 4:06 to go in the game. Hyman. Joshua Hyman Jr. also has very nice court vision. Not of the Judah Oppenheimer ability, but pretty nice backup ability there at the court vision. Here we go. Josh Hyman, Moshe Tambor. Moshe Tambor is looking the guy at third. Jason Zucker's open. He passes it up. Gets to Jordan Hammerman. Jordan Hammerman, Josh Hyman. SAR is allowed to score. They could try to drive to the basket. Not feel like they only have to pass it. Moshe Tambor. Looks like there's a nice steal by Kushner. Kushner's going hard. They're not giving up without a fight, despite being down 65-26. That block was very impressive, and it looked so clean. So Yaron Tokayer, for those of you not in the loop, spells his name with an E at the end. Something I learned last year, despite knowing you for 10 years.
I try to keep people on their toes.
Underrated fact. Here we go. Kushner brings the ball in. It's a miss by Plotzker, offensive board.
I'm
nice
afraid
hustle by
that
Joshua Hyman.
I'm afraid
Ball's on
that
bounce.
Plotzker is not on the court now.
That was not Plotzker.
That
Who was
was
that? Tell
number
me.
55, Jesse Linger.
Zach, I appreciate the correction. Thank you for that. Number 20 for Kushner has the ball. 20 is none other than Jonah Eisenberg. No relation to SAR's AJ Eisenberg. Nice steal by Jason Zucker. Jason Zucker made it look effortless.
Like he does.
Joshua Hyman has the ball. SAR is up by 39 points with 2:43 to go in the game. Those of you watching late night, we appreciate your staying awake at 9:40 p.m. on a Wednesday night. Josh Morris has the ball. May have stepped out and got away with it. That's okay. Josh Hyman was fouled. That's a nice call by the referee. Referees have been here running back and forth since 7:15 p.m. I give them a lot of credit.
They're the real heroes tonight.
They are. Looks like it's a running clock, actually, with 2:24 to go in the game. Sorry? Yeah. And Moshe Tembor
another
has the
act
ball.
of tasteful discretion.
Very true. Jason Zucker's being held. It's a 5-second violation. That's turnover. Kushner ball, 65-26. Clock is running, 2:08 to go. It does not stop for a 2-minute warning. That's football. Yaron, what are your plans for December holiday?
God willing, my sister is expecting this week to have a child. So I will be going to Israel via Paris. I'll be there for 3 days. I've never been.
Very nice. How about you, Zach? What are you doing for the December break?
I'm going to be going to LA for a little bit.
Those of you following at home, SAR is on a unique schedule with a December break and a February break. There is no Yeshiva January break, which is a source of a lot of excitement for SAR students to have 2 vacations to look forward to. Personally, I'll be doing a staycation in New York with my wife and kids. I'm very excited for that. Josh Hyman with a 3. It's up. It's no good. Was on top of the backboard, out of bounds. Kushner ball. 65-26. 1:15 to go. SAR JV scored 66. SAR Varsity scores 65. Let's see who's going to win. Who's going to outscore
That's a
whom?
65?
That's a 65, Mr.
Okay.
Zachary.
I can't see.
So a lot of quiet excitement brewing these 3 days as we lead up to the December break.
It's like the Maccabiah of pre-vacation. It is 65-26, 52 seconds to go. Kushner has the ball, being covered by Moshe Tembor. I'm sorry, Jordan Harriman's not covering the ball handler. Now it's Josh Hyman at number 20. 20 is Eisenberg. Eisenberg has the ball, doing some nice handles, but it's not getting him 40 points. Turnover, Jordan Harriman does not get the ball. Jordan Harriman came to SAR from Yeshiva High School of Boca Raton, now called the Katz Yeshiva High School of Boca Raton. That is not the plural for the domestic animal. That is a person with a K.
So we're not talking about multiple feline creatures.
They're not. Katz Yeshiva High School is very ably run by Rabbi Jonathan Kroll, former SAR associate principal and future SAR co-principal. Right now, it's 15 seconds to go. Blowout night. I predicted 25 points. SAR is winning by 39. So those of you bet the over, congratulations. But don't bet because it's against the law. Jason Zucker has the miss. Go for the offensive board. Doesn't get it. Jordan Harriman runs it down. Jordan Harriman with 4 seconds to go gets to Jason Zucker. 3 seconds to go. Big boy gets fouled. Oh! And he's got a free throw to finish the game. That's what happens when Zach gets excited.
Even the mixer got excited.
67-26, Jason Zucker. Is he going to hit this free throw? Does he get the shot? Or are they going to call it off? They're going to call it off. It's 67-26. SAR wins by 41 points.
That off.
Ladies and gentlemen, hope you had a wonderful night. And we're going to do an interview with a player that Josh Lewis is going to try to fetch. Give me Judah Oppenheimer, please. We're going to bring Judah Oppenheimer, player of the game. Yaron Takara, what a pleasure. Great seeing you.
Great
Judah
to be here,
Oppenheimer led SAR in scoring, led SAR in three-point shooting. He was a star from start to finish. And what I'm thinking right now is SAR at 7-3 has a nice chance to make a run for the playoffs and probably far into the playoffs. Maybe 1 or 2 games they could win, maybe even to the championship. We're going to bring in Judah Oppenheimer. Judah's number 31. He is a senior from Scarsdale, New York. And for those of you watching at home for the first time, he put on a show. But he does this every game. So we're going to ask Judah some questions. We're going to see his input. And Judah has done this before after Sarachek games. Let's see if he's going to do it tonight. Does Judah want to be post-game interviewed? Let's see. Is he coming, Josh? What do you say?
Is there a way that we could get a copy of that video that you guys took?
You have to ask Josh this. All right, looks like we're not going to have a post-game interview, Josh, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, isn't that YouTube channel?
All right, so that is the finale. Should I close? That is the end of the night. SAR wins 67-20. Oh, here comes Judah Oppenheimer, the star of the game. Judah Oppenheimer, come get a headset on, Judah. So, We're going to do a quick interview with Judah David Oppenheimer, number 31 from Scarsdale, New York. Judah, it looked like tonight you were on fire from the three-point line. What do you think happened? What kicked it in? You usually play this well. You're always a superstar, but 9 threes in one night. What was it, man?
It's just the hard work, all the reps, keeping in the confidence, in the flow of the game. I'm shooting, getting the rhythm, stay with it.
So I compared you at one point to Russell Westbrook, and that you get rebound after rebound after rebound, which is sometimes not the norm for a point guard. How do you get these boards? What are you doing out there?
Just being athletic, and once the shot goes up, just finding the big man, just boxing out. Our key to the game for every game is just get big, box out. That's how we pulled out the dub.
You had some amazing feeds to Zach Dietz, to Aaron Bluestein, where you found them on this amazing open court vision passes that you had. When you made these plays, do you tell them, hey, get your hands ready and be ready to shoot because you're going to get it? Do they know to get their hands ready?
Well, when we're in practice, I just let them know, always be ready. When they got hands, once they get the ball, they'll finish it.
So thank you, Judah Oppenheimer. SAR 7-3 with 4 games to go. It's looking like we're ready for a deep playoff run, led by number 31, the captain.
Of course.
Let's get a Sting championship, baby. Thank you, Judah.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Get home safely. Take care. Or if you're watching at home, stay safe in your house.